our next presenter is the manager of NAMRIA, Geomatics Training Center. He is also the assistant project manager for the Philippine Geoportal project. He is deeply involved in the project to certify NAMRIA ISO 9001-2008. He also chairs the NAMRIA Performance Evaluation and Review Committee and editor for InfoMapper, NAMRIA Technical Publication and Surveys, Mapping and Resource Information, and also the NAMRIA official website. To give us a status report on the Philippine Geoportal project, let's please welcome the Director of the Information Management Department of NAMRIA, Mr. John Santos F. Fabic. Can you all please give him a round of applause?
Thank you, MC. I'm not John Santos Fabic, John Santiago Fabic. Anyway, I'm gonna do as exactly told by our MC, and before that, let me acknowledge my boss, Deputy Administrator Linda Papa. Are you around this room? Okay, so she's actually the project manager of the Philippine Geoportal project. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of the NICT Summit for this opportunity given to us, because this is part of our advocacy to conduct IEC for this project, to gather more support for this project, and to gather full appreciation from the public for this project. Okay, so let me start with okay, anyway, this is how I'm going to go through with my presentation. First of all, okay, let me start with the terms of reference, meaning I'm going to be giving you some basic concepts about my presentation, because from now until the end of my presentation, I'll be referring to some terms like portal, geospatial information, and possibly GIS. So basic concepts about those things, and then the project itself, where I'll go through the precursor of the Philippine Geoportal project, which is the NSTI, and then the objectives, the profile, components, deliverables, and then I'll move on to the status of the project. Then the next phase, and finally, we're going to have a systems demo. So I'm going to be talking here for possibly about 15 to 20 minutes, and then my provider partner, whom we will take over for the next 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, first thing first. What's a portal? So the project is called the Philippine Geoportal project. So let me just lay down the foundation, or let me just put everything in context so that we could speak the same language. So portal is, in fact, a gateway to a multitude of services. And a website, on the other hand, is actually a collection of web pages. A portal is, in fact, a web page, right? Everybody knows that. And a website can be a portal. Okay? So a website can be a portal, and a portal is actually a website. Now, therefore, a web portal is a gateway to access a multitude of web services. And more specifically, a geoportal is a gateway to access a multitude of geospatial information and related services. Now, what is geospatial information? Maybe you have come across geographic information, one way or the other. Geospatial information is an information, or this could be fact, events, knowledge, or situation that identifies the geographic location and characteristics of natural or man-made or constructed or artificial features and boundaries on the earth. And this includes information that are acquired through survey or any data acquisition technology or tool, and other information gathered from any other information. Okay, so that's clear. Geospatial information, the keyword is geographic location. Next. Okay, to illustrate the point, any one of you as a person, is an object, is a geographic feature. Okay, meaning you can be a man-made feature, or you can be an artificial artificially made feature. Okay, so your position now has an exact location, or it has an XY coordinate. Okay, so meaning you are a geographic feature, in fact, relative to a particular area, for instance, Metro Manila or Pasig City, for instance. Okay, so you are a geographic information or geospatial information because you contain both the geographic location or position and some other characteristics of that geographic information. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao, people's champ, is in fact very mappable or mappable. So he has a location and he can be mapped actually. Okay, now let's go to GIS. Geospatial information is an important component of GIS. And when we talk of GIS, we mean assisted dealing with geospatial information. So as simple as that. So on the other hand, a GIS is also an information system designed to capture, process, store, analyze, and present geospatial information. And more comprehensively, we have inputted other factors like, or other dimensions like hardware, software, personnel, and procedures. And in fact, another dimension is added into the definition of GIS, which is network. So GIS is in fact a system dealing with geospatial information. Okay, as simple as that. Now, the Philippine GeoPortal project is in fact a combination of GIS and ICT. Now, you know what GIS is. And I would presume that you know what ICT is. Okay? So, and in fact, data or map information is an important component of GIS. And when we say map information, it has to be integrated with not only the map itself, but information like, mahirap pag walang clicker, no? Hindi ko control it. Okay, we have like text, in fact, pictures and other forms of data. Now, so why is a GeoPortal important? For one, we recognize the fact that geospatial information, there is a growing critical need for geospatial information. Okay? So we also recognize the fact that 75% of, or around 75% of government transactions involve geospatial information. And a lot of people now actually appreciate geospatial information as part of, for instance, managing projects, monitoring projects, for decision making, for business development, and so on and so forth. And when we talk of geospatial information, we mean geospatial information in digital format. After all, we talk of geospatial information that is accessible and shareable online. Okay, another reason is that there is a growing critical need to consolidate and standardize geospatial data. By consolidate, I mean not necessarily physically putting together all those information in one portal, but virtually or logically, we have to put them together strategically in order for us to maximize the value of this information. And we recognize also the fact that we have to develop some kind of standards para mag-govern natin yung ating geospatial information or the sharing mechanism of it. Okay, when we say standardized, we mean, for one, we have to use one common base map. Second is we have to develop perhaps for exchange format or data format to facilitate exchange of information. And thirdly, there is a need to collaborate efforts, considering now that the government or any other organization within the bureaucracy produces a lot of geospatial information. So imagine this wealth of information being generated by the government, and we need to devise a mechanism to collaborate the efforts of government in order for one to reduce the cost, cost of resources, like cost of time, cost of money, cost of any other resource by the government. And of course, we have to establish a platform in order to facilitate the sharing of and access to geospatial information. Next. Now, the Philippine GeoPortal